So I'm going through the metric butt-ton of products that ZemiSmart have sent me going, how is any of this going to connect to Apple HomeKit? They promised me it would connect to Apple HomeKit, but none of these devices have a QR code. So oh my. Hey, that's not a bad impression. Oh my. I could do a Sulu. I had no idea I could do a Sulu. There's a bridge, and it just changed everything. If you're an Apple HomeKit fan, you can finally join the Twitter Smart Life party and use ultra cheap devices with Apple Home. Where are you going? If you're not an Apple HomeKit fan, don't leave. If you have She That Should Not Be Named or Google Home, it's the same story because every single device in today's video will work with all three, and they're stupidly cheap. That said, today's video is still absolutely about defeating Apple CEO Tim Cook by showing him that we can make inexpensive products work with his stupidly expensive system whether he likes it or not. Good. Wait, what? Lord Vader! Because Apple CEO Tim Cook is like the emperor from... It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke. Thanks to ZemiSmart for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their magical HomeKit bridge. And this absolutely enormous pile of devices that will apparently work with Apple HomeKit as a consequence. I have tried a lot of these things before using Amazon and Google, so I already know that they are awesome. For example, I've had one of ZemiSmart's electric curtain rails in my bedroom now since June 2019, and it's probably the most stable smart home product I own. The only difference is that now I can connect it to HomeKit.
Probably don't buy it. It's rubbish. It's not made by Apple or one of our partners that we've charged an exorbitant fee to. Isn't that right, Lord Vader? Stop buying it, Lord Vader!
What if I told you that this Zigbee light switch doesn't require a neutral wire, works with Apple HomeKit, and only costs £17?
I'd tell you that a pound was a measurement of weight, not a currency, you dumb idiot Brit idiot! Brit idiot! Brit idiot!
Before we take a look at the individual devices, let's have a quick look at the setup process. There basically isn't one. This was so straightforward that I found myself making these noises.
So easy. Oh, hello. Is that it? That's it! I can't believe how easy it is.
I literally didn't have to do anything.
The term is figuratively. Stop abusing the word literally.
I literally opened up the HomeKit app, scanned the barcode for the bridge, and it was added to HomeKit. I then opened the Twitter Smart Life app up, and it automatically discovered the bridge. I then pressed the pairing button on the door sensor, and the bridge discovered the door sensor. That's it. It's in HomeKit. Literally.
Figuratively!
And this is literally the case for every single device. You put them in pairing mode, the bridge discovers them, and they appear in HomeKit. It's as simple as that. Literally. 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 Literally.
Literally.
Every device featured in today's episode is Zigbee based.
Graham, do that thing you do when you hump the air going over Zigbee. Ridiculous.
I don't do that anymore. The whole humping the air thing is done. People don't get it and they don't know why I'm doing it. It's become this passé social commentary that's outgrown its own original conceptual.
Oh, the Zigbee!
Told you. Because it's Zigbee based, you can add an absolute mountain of devices to this thing without it impacting that garbage Wi-Fi router that you own, because this thing is handling all the traffic locally. Secondly, the speed at which all this happens is monumentally quick because it's all happening locally. And finally, because everything is happening locally, your routines will still work even if your internet connection is down.
Good luck with that, bro.
Honestly, it's so stupid. I don't believe it.
My comments section is filled with some of the most wonderful, heartwarming messages you could possibly imagine. And some complete assholes. This is Luke, and Luke thinks my shtick isn't funny. Yes, it is. Either way, here is Luke to take you through the list of products that work with this bridge. This is a door sensor. You could also use it on a drawer or a cupboard. When it's open, Homekit and Amazon know about it. When it's closed, Homekit and Amazon know about it. Ooh, head explosions. 'Cause that's funny. This is a motion sensor. It can be used in a routine if motion is detected, but also if motion is not detected. All the Zigbee. I should hump the air, I suppose. All the Zigbee. Flipping hilarious. I hate Paul Hibbert. This is a light switch. It doesn't require a neutral wire, so it'll work on any lighting ring and can be used to trigger Toya Zigbee plug sockets. You can buy them on Amazon, so I suppose we should dress up as Jeff Bezos, because that's hilarious. Ooh, I'm Jeff Bezos because I've got a spaceship suit on and went to space. My cock looks like a rocket or something. I don't even know what the joke is. I don't know what Paul Hibbert is for. This is a temperature and humidity sensor. It could turn your aircon on when the room gets too hot. Hot. Hot like Paul Hibbert's missus that he doesn't deserve because he's ugly and he's stupid. This is a curtain track. Guess what it does? It opens and closes your curtains and works with HomeKit just like everything else on this list. Also works with Amazon and Google. Let's throw in a slap for luck, shall we? 'Cause that's funny. This is a blind motor. It winds your blinds up and down, obviously. Here is a pop culture reference for some reason.
You merely adopted the Zigbee protocol. I was born in it, molded by it.
There are also some very attractive E27 screw fit light bulbs. They both work with this hub, so they both work with HomeKit, Amazon, and Google. Come on then, let's have the sock puppet come up and strangle me, because that's funny too, isn't it? Very, very funny when the sock puppet strangles me. Oh God! Ah! Anyone can be Paul Hibbert, but don't be. Don't be Paul Hibbert. It's pathetic. Thanks, Luke. Don't forget to like and subscribe, buttface. They do LED strips and all of those devices, and in fact, the list that Luke just read out isn't even a complete list. There are even more devices that will work with HomeKit, and they're all stupendously cheap. It's almost enough to get me to turn to the dark side. Just kidding, I am never going to HomeKit. That's not strictly true. I think the UI is absolutely gorgeous, and I also feel like the simplicity and the layout and the functionality is just wonderfully implemented. But I made an entire episode about how I feel that Apple botched the smart home race with a lack of Spotify, and I'm getting off topic. You can go and check that out. I'll link it in the description. But in the making of this episode, I realized there is another major failing for me personally. And that's that although HomeKit's automations can turn a room off after a period of inactivity, there is no way to set how long that period is. I created a routine to turn the lights off after there is no movement detected, and it waits for like 30 seconds before it's like, he's gone! I'd not gone. I was sat in the dark for a period of time, but I definitely hadn't gone. And Amazon routines don't have this problem. You can actually specify in Amazon routines, and in fact with this motion sensor specifically, that you want it to wait for 10 minutes of inactivity or 30 minutes of inactivity. And this means that you can set a sensible period of time in which that it might detect movement again because you've got up from your seat or you've twisted in your chair, whatever. But I'm getting off topic. If you're married to HomeKit, I totally get it. It's beautiful. We've been through this. It's great. If you want to stick with HomeKit for now, you can buy these things and use them. And later on, if you decide to go to She That Should Not Be Named or Google, you'll be able to take all of those things with you, because the beauty of this system is it works with all three ecosystems. If you've been looking for some super cheap, really good quality Zigbee products that will work without an internet connection and work with HomeKit, you're finally there. Toya Smart Life finally works with Apple HomeKit, and that is the take home for today. It is a massive, massive deal because it's going to save so many people so much money, and I'm so glad that a company finally found a way to achieve this. If you'd like to pick them up, there are links in the description to both Amazon and AliExpress. There is a difference in price between the two. Take your pick. I know we all have our preferences. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here, and I know I bang on about them every single week, they're my patrons from Patreon, and they are the best people on earth. Without them, this channel would not still be going. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams, and now my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time.
Good. Good.
Oh, now I need to be stroking it for a bit. That came out wrong. Oh, I'm 40.
Isn't that right, Lord Vader? Lord Vader? Stop buying it, you
Works with Apple HomeKit. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Told you. Oh, there's Zigbee! Oh, there's Zigbee!